Do crocodiles live in Florida? It's an age-old question, a question quite possibly as old as the crocodiles themselves. Crocodilians have been on this planet for over 200 million years. They were around with the dinosaurs, they ate the dinosaurs, and they outlived the dinosaurs. Join me on this adventure. We uncover 10 awesome facts about our prehistoric neighbors. Our adventure takes us through the Florida Everglades to the coastal waters of the southern tip of Florida, where the crocs reign supreme.
This is actually the only place in the world where crocodiles and alligators coexist.
American crocodiles range from right here in the Everglades, through the Florida Keys, all across the Caribbean, Cuba, to Central America.
He's right there. See him? He's right there on the other side of that boat. See him? No. Right there.
They used to spread all through Florida, but due to habitat loss, past hunting landed them on the endangered species list. However, due to conservation efforts, they've bumped up to threatened species, rebounding from 300 odd animals to 2,000 individuals we have today, which is a huge step in the protection of this species. Unlike alligators, American crocodiles have a specialized salt gland that allows them to process the excess salt out of their bodies, allowing them to drink from the ocean, perfect to thrive in the salt water like this boat marina. American crocs' powerful jaws are filled with 60 plus cone-like teeth that will pop off, revealing a brand new tooth ready to take its place. Crocs will go through over 3,000 teeth in their lifetime, perfectly adapted for their diet of fish, birds, and small mammals. Bonus fact, crocs are cannibalistic, meaning the bigger crocs, they'll eat the smaller ones. Rough life for baby crocs. Everything wants to eat ya. Speaking of baby crocs, check out this little fella. Unfortunately, roughly only 1 out of 100 baby crocs will make it to adulthood.
Dude, it's a baby American crocodile. See, he's not even a foot long. And he will get as big as the one that we just filmed.
American crocs are one of the largest species of crocodiles. If this little croc is a boy and he's lucky enough to survive, he could get between 13 to 16 feet. Some males even reach up to 18 to 20 feet long in Central America, whereas the females don't typically get bigger than 10 feet. But there's always outliers in the animal world. Crocodiles can live for a long time too, some even reaching the age of 100 years old. Like all reptiles, crocodiles are ectothermic, which means that they rely solely on the heat and the sunlight to warm up their bodies. Another incredible fact about crocodilians is the gender of the eggs is completely determined by the temperature. The cooler the eggs, the more females. Warmer eggs, all males. Crocs are my all-time favorite animal. Aren't they just beautiful? If you have a favorite animal, I'd love to know about it. Leave a comment down below. Despite the fierce reputation of crocodiles, the ones here in Florida are much more shy and reclusive. Alligators are the more aggressive of the two species. But make no mistake, both are incredibly dangerous animals, and American crocodiles in Central America have been known to attack and kill humans. Here in Florida, there's only ever actually been 2 recorded attacks. These prehistoric creatures have rarely changed in the last 240 million years. Yep, they have been on this planet for that long. They survived 2 mass extinctions, including the asteroid that took out the dinosaurs 66 million years ago, and an ice age. While feeding, crocodiles will swallow numerous things: sticks, leaves, stones, anything that gets caught up while they're eating. But they'll actually swallow stones to help themselves digest foods, just like some species of birds. Which segues me into my last bit of knowledge for you. Did you know what the closest living relative to the crocodile is? They're actually birds. Both crocodilians and birds share a common ancestor, the archosaurs. Crocodiles are more closely related to birds than any other species of reptile, which makes you wonder, if birds aren't reptiles, then should crocodiles be?
This is my second time here, our second time here. And it has just gotten better. Didn't disappoint at all. I need a minute. Like, I don't even know.
That is hard to process.
Yeah, like, within the span of 10 minutes,
We found 4 American crocodiles.
4 American crocodiles.
The biggest one, 9.5 feet, and then we found a hatchling from this year. That's probably a couple.
Dude.
Insane.
This is single-handedly one of the greatest moments of my entire life. I don't even know what to say, dude. Oh my God. This is nuts.
Crocodiles are my all-time favorite animals, and I hope this video may have given you a new perspective on these resilient and timeless creatures. They're one of the most, if not the most, powerful predator on our entire planet. They are one of the longest living residents to our beautiful world, and I just love them. Each and every single one of them is highly adapted for the place they live and the food they eat, and they're just incredible animals, and I wish more people loved them the way myself and my friends do. If you like these types of videos, let me know in the comments below, and if you have any sort of questions, I'd love to answer them. Now, I hate saying this because it just sounds so cheesy, but if you could hit like for me, it would really help me out, and it pushes my videos across YouTube. And also, consider subscribing so I can continue to take you along with me on my wildlife adventures. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all next time on the next episode.
Yes! That was awesome. Oh, night made.
From my home in Clearwater, 370 odd miles of the Florida Keys, the southernmost tip of our beautiful state, a family vacation that quickly turned into an incredible wildlife experience, diving in the ocean after green iguanas, stingrays, dolphins, and my very first sea turtle. A beautiful resort full of amenities in the heart of the Florida Keys. They even have their own dolphins. A peaceful place dedicated for relaxation and tranquility. Unless you're me, of course. Green iguanas, and here's one in the trees. Nope, nice try. He says you can't climb like an iguana, but that's okay. This place is live with them. The floor moves with them. Green iguanas everywhere you look. Look how big this one is. Oh, he's scattering through the rocks. I'm gonna try and cut him off. Oh, around the tree. Oh, this one's heading right for a bungalow. Wham, right through the lattice. Gets caught. I think I got him. So, he's huge. Biggest one I've ever caught, clearly, in my lifetime. Beautiful, beautiful skin coloration. He's got some orange down here. Really long, robust tail. God, such a beautiful animal. Look at those eyes. Look at those eyes. God, such an incredible animal. It's a shame, you know, they're invasive here in Florida. There's a ban on them now, and everyone wants to kill them. And so check this out. See that? That's their pineal gland, that thing right in the middle of between his two eyes. That's his third eye. So when he's sitting out and a bird of prey flies right over it, kind of like my phone is, he'll basically can see and know there's a predator up there, so that way he can duck down into the water or underneath a rock. Incredible animal. I'm sorry I had to get you, buddy. Just look at these. Just incredible. Little afro. These dorsal spikes. Beautiful animal. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm so sorry. I bet you can't see these teeth, though. You want to see these teeth? Look at those little teeth down in there. Give you a nice little chomp, that's for sure. Beautiful animal. Now, green iguanas live in Central and South America, from Paraguay, Brazil, all the way north to Mexico. But we have them here in Florida, and if you haven't heard of them in Florida, then you've been living under a rock. It's been kind of an outcry. They hunt them every year, they fall out of the trees when it gets too cold, and they've been banned here in Florida. You can't own them as a pet. There's quite a debate on actually how they got here. They've been here documented since the 1960s, but there's huge outcries about them. And there's even pictures of them being here before that. So did the pet trade really contribute to having iguanas here? Who will know? But for the time being, they're illegal to have, and it's a shame because they're beautiful animals. Regardless of the fact, they're definitely here though. Like I said before, the ground is thick with them. They're absolutely everywhere, even in the canals. I didn't even notice this one until he started moving. I was going after a crab, saw his tail wiggle. Oh, and he's a cute little baby.
You know, I just caught a green iguana. I didn't even see him sitting there.
Speaking of the canals, it's crystal clear blue water. I love it down here. It's a giant salty swimming pool, and beneath the surface is a chance to see some of the coolest creatures you'll ever set your eyes on. Blending, you can't see me, you can't see me. I spot you, Mr. Stingray. Oh, and he's gorgeous looking. One's a yellow stingray, and look at those patterns, real trippy. Oh, he's out of here. Ooh, an angelfish, and he's quick. Where are you going? Ooh, back to your house, I see. Wow, this is nice. This is like MTV Cribs fish style. There's a bigger one in here too.
You see that old metal tube looking box? The angelfish and even the parrotfish have been hanging around and checking out. And it's like a nice little cave for them. Oh, it's incredible. I thought it was an old crab trap from the surface. Now that I'm in the water, you can see it's a chunk of steel. It's an incredible little home for them. I will not lie. It's got the grasses growing on, some coral growing on it. It's pretty cool, pretty neat. I'm hoping I was able to get right up in there and check it out. I'm letting this current take me down because there's some parrotfish down here at the end. We're gonna see what we can find. Whoa, you gotta check this out.
Look, it's Sebastian from Little Mermaid. Can I get an autograph? I'm not too familiar with the ocean species, especially crustaceans, but I do believe this is a Caribbean hermit crab. Look at him walking around. He's so adorable. Beautiful shell.
Oh, see how he's just using those big pinchers, her legs, just plodding around the bottom.
And he's hunkered down. This current's so strong. I'm trying to stay with him, but it's wanting to whisk me away. Look at his antennas. They're like boing, 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 boing. He's so pretty. Kind of creepy looking. Like a big giant spider. A sea spider at that. Went and picked him up. Look at him. So robust. They are weird creatures. They look like little underwater aliens. And that shell, that is their home. And as they grow, they're changing through shells. So when one gets too tight, they'll crawl out and they'll go find a bigger one. Look at him. Look at him almost crawl. Whoa. What a weird animal. All right, I think he's had enough of me. So I'm going to put him right back in his sand. We're going to keep on moving. See you later, Sebastian. Alright, now I was moving through this sandy area, and watch this. I think it was a big old giant southern stingray. I'm not really sure. I spooked something. He saw me way before I saw him. Let's slow that down for a second. Watch this. See the top right corner? Boom! Something takes off, real flappy like. I'm gonna tell myself it was a giant stingray. You can kind of see something moving through the clouds there. Because if I tell myself it was a nurse shark, I'm gonna be devastated.
There's a sea turtle. Oh, this is gonna be awesome. Really?
Jared's just told me that him and Hannah have spotted a sea turtle. I've never seen a sea turtle in my entire life in the wild, only in captivity. So I'm just stoked. I gotta find him. I'm searching around right in the area where they told me they saw him, but the current, it's taking me away. So I have to come back to the surface and swim back. And I'm just swimming deeper and deeper. I'm about 10 to 15 feet deep. And I swim through this dusty patch. And oh my God, there he is. My very first sea turtle. And I barely got a glimpse of him. I had to go back up for air and then shoot back down and try and find him again. Oh, look at him. God, that is awesome. I hate myself for not staying down longer. I just couldn't breathe. Took me so long to try and find him.
Current's too strong though. Holy. I just swam with a sea turtle. I hope I got that, huh? Wow. That was awesome. That was the coolest thing I've ever done. Oh, I gotta get out and see if I can find him again. Oh my God. Oh, vacation made. It's not the best footage, but it's footage. That's awesome.
It just breaks my heart that this is all the footage I could get. But he was so deep in the canal and the current was so strong, ripping me along, I simply couldn't keep up with him. I must have spent hours swimming up and down the canal trying to find the sea turtle again, but to no such luck. It was as if he had gifted me with a mere few seconds of his time to just say hello. This is the ideal way to experience wildlife. No baiting with food, no forced interactions, just a chance passing between two unlikely friends from different realms. One from the land, the other from the sea. A moment I'll never forget. The first time I had ever seen a sea turtle in the wild, and I got to swim with it. So, as you can tell, I'm bleeding. South Florida, in the peak of a tropical storm, torrential rain stirring up all the wildlife. We're up to our eyes and ears in snakes, frogs, turtles, alligators, and crocodiles. More snakes than you've ever seen before, and to top it off with my very first wild American crocodile. Snake. Going down the road, it's got a beautiful banded water snake. Look how I'm compared to my hand. It's not that big. You could just see the scales kind of flint right as you go by, and oh look, see he's flying down his head, trying to make it think he's water moccasin. That's so cool. So that's a good sign, you know, everything's kind of creeping and crawling. That's cool. And you know, we catch a lot of banded water snakes, but to be honestly, a snake's a snake, especially this weekend. We've seen 2 dead snakes. It's been like a real bummer. So to see one on the road that is still alive is absolute plus. Huffing and puffing. Oh, wow. Snakes to me kind of like move, very satisfying. Come on, get in there. Get in there. Go. Beautiful. Oh, and look at him take off. Wow. Come on. A little bit more. We can't have you go back on the road. Check out this big chunker of a snake. This is the wildest green water snake I've ever seen.
Red water. Why is the snake red?
So we just found a red-faced green erytheristic.
Look at this.
Erytheristic. So, as you can tell, I'm bleeding.
A lot.
Quite a bit, actually, and it's kind of starting to sting. He's got really sharp teeth for a water snake. But he's gorgeous. Look at him. Can I swap with you real quick? Yes, sir. Erytheristic. So up until this point, I had never seen a snake quite like this. This thing is cool, and these are one of my favorite species of snakes. I've had an encounter with a 3-foot green water snake that was about as thick as a baseball. It was impressive. These things are fish specialists. Being in and around the water, they're always around fish and frogs. And man, they will swallow fish down like I swallow grapes. It's an alligator over here too.
Like 7 feet. He's kind of skinny. 6 or 7 feet, somewhere around. Look at his neck.
Check him out. He's loving the flood water. He's got himself a good spot. He's loving the fresh water, going right past him. And if anything unsuspecting comes by, he's got it. Ooh, our next snake. And he's got the wiggles. Look at him. He's going off. Another one with a weird coloration, but it's not the same species. Yo, calm down.
Hey, Benny, I think it's this. That's a mangrove. That's a mangrove snake. Look. Here, use your light. That red one.
That is a mangrove.
Crazy he's going.
Absolutely stunning. I love that rich, rusty color.
Yeah. Look up on your phone if you can, mangrove belly.
That's my first mangrove water snake, or mangrove snake.
Mangrove water snake.
That's my first mangrove snake. That's awesome. Or mangrove water snake. What is it called?
Mangrove water snake.
Okay.
Red face.
Woo! On the way to the crocodiles. This tropical depression has everything out and about. They're flooding the roads, and we're trying to move them off because people will fly down these roads, and we don't want to see any more squished snakes. It really sucks. Cool.
Alright, Daniel, watch the snake.
Every 50 to 100 feet or so, there are these pipes that go underneath the road. And 9 out of 10 times, there's a little alligator there. Well, maybe not so little, but they're hanging out there. They love these little spots. Oh my, garter snake!
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know. Yep.
Look how pretty
This
he
is
is.
all I used to catch. This is honestly the first time I've ever seen a wild garter snake. Really? This is all I used to catch up north. I only see ribbon snakes. They get like 2 feet long. Yeah. That's about it. And he's like newborn. And they have an attitude. They flatten themselves out. They look like a venomous snake. Make themselves look bigger. It's cool.
There you are.
Yeah, right.
It's quite intriguing to find out that up until recently I had no clue that these snakes actually have venom. It's very mild, but it makes sense because every single time I've been bitten by a garter snake, it's real itchy and kind of like pulsates. Makes a lot of sense looking back now.
Beautiful little garter snake. I'm so excited. It's the first time I've seen it in a long time. Hell yeah.
Dude, the snakes literally are everywhere, but it is ridiculous. There's a snake like every 10 feet, and I'm only on 19%. It's not a big deal, but I gotta get footage of the crocs.
Oh, check him out. Water moccasin. They're semi-aquatic pit vipers. He's up here on the road that's absolutely flooded with frogs. He's a frog specialist.
It's like a year and a halfling.
Watch that little tongue go in. They actually have an organ in the roof of their mouth. It's called the Jacobson organ. So that tongue comes out and figures every little scent, grabs a particle of it, brings it right back into his mouth, puts that in that organ, and he can sense everything that's around him. Any smell, he knows exactly what's going on. And there's the counterpart. These snakes mimic water moccasins.
Oh my god, dude, this is a giant eastern garter. Holy crap. Check him. Wow. Check him out. Whoa. 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 Wow.
We have to make him go to the other side of the road.
Wow.
Hold on, I want to get some pictures.
He's not gonna settle down.
That's a big.
Wow. It's so hard. That's perfect. It was. I think I got one for you though. If you didn't. All right, let him chill. Wow.
You want a light?
Dude, this is the.
No. There's odds of that though.
Dude, this is the highlight right here. If I don't see a crocodile, I like seeing crocodile.
When I first shined it, I said eastern garter, and Benny was like, "Oh my god."
Yeah. Dude, I freaked out.
These guys are gorgeous.
Hear all those frog in the background?
North, and I love it.
That's what all the snakes are out on the road for. Each one looking to get something to eat. What a beautiful snake.
As long as we don't make him feel cornered. Oh, that should be perfect for you.
Can you, we're trying to get really
Thank
good
you.
pictures of him.
Dude, I've seen a eastern garter one time in my life, and it was really blue and it was awesome.
Blue stripe one.
But, dude, I busted my knee falling to the ground because I'm so excited. I gotta get pictures.
How's that work? Want it off?
Yeah.
Off.
Gorgeous looking snake. Look at the yellow line all the way down the back. That checkerboard pattern. We're all geeking out because none of us had seen a garter snake in quite some time. Corey hasn't seen one since he was in Connecticut. I hadn't seen one in a few years. And Daniel had never seen one before.
Probably my first eastern garter in about 3 years. This is awesome.
Hi, buddy.
Wow. All right, buddy. Get off the road. Go.
Behind us.
Get off the road.
Snake? Oh.
Look at him. Look at him go. Look at him plop. There's a little mud turtle. We get these all the time in the creeks back at home.
That is a striped mud turtle.
That's a cooter right there.
That's a cooter right there.
That's a cooter.
Oh, that's beautiful.
He's looking at it like he done yet.
Take your shot, homie, and get out of here. Beautiful. Beautiful.
He's a red rat. It's not good.
Wow, look, another red rat snake. Dude, the snakes are not ending tonight. Look at them slither away. Trying to get you to stop, buddy.
Oh, dude, it's one of my. This is one of the key snakes I've been wanting to find since we came down here.
Me too. Me too.
I said that like 20 minutes ago. What if we find a corn? I said a corn snake would be nice. So he's going that way, right?
Right under my rig.
Oh yeah, he was.
Yo, he's a cool color though for a wild one, especially for that little morph right there.
Hey.
Oh, oh, oh. Oh, you want me to do that again?
I was moving this snake around to get a good picture. What we're trying to do is document as many native species as we possibly can.
Oh, we finally found a corn snake. I gotta get a picture of that too.
Oh yeah, you do.
Best snake of the
I'm
night.
flustered. The snakes have been just non-stop. It's so cool. And it sucks, you know, because people will just fly down this road and they'll just run them right over.
It's a copperhead.
Is it dead?
Dead.
Damn.
Gorgeous banded water snake though. Pretty big too.
That's sad.
Let me get him off the road.
Like I said, they get squished. That's probably, what, our third dead one? We've easily found over 50 snakes because we just have 6 garter snakes alone, and there's about 10 snakes that we didn't even photograph. But it was in the middle, and I stopped, and there was a park warden behind us, and he pulled up. He was like, "You guys see something?" I'm like, I think I ran over a snake, and it went right through his legs.
Yo, this is a, whoa, you look at that, defense position.
This is our 6th.
Ow! Yo,
Seriously?
They bite the worst.
yo,
First of all, I didn't know what it was. And I looked down.
this is our 6th garter snake of the night. And he's going flat, oh my God.
Not towards my foot again. What is with your obsession with my feet?
There we go.
He was going that way, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
Not this way, that way.
Whoa,
That
yeah.
way. Yeah.
That's what I want. That's what I want. So this is our 6th garter snake.
Whoa.
This is more garter snakes than I've seen in my entire life. I've seen more garter snakes.
Easily the prettiest of one of them all. See that blue tinge that he's got?
Beautiful. And he is grumpy. Oh my God, look
Oh, yeah.
look at his head
Garter
though.
snakes are
Look at that.
notorious for being,
Dude, I'm in love with this species.
for being cantankerous.
Cantankerous.
He's very cantankerous.
Wow.
We're at 6 garter snakes, like 6 banded water snakes, probably 4
red rat
mangrove snakes, 3 salt marsh snakes.
Brakes on that bitch.
Can you focus? Here, no, you hit the button.
Alright.
Cool.
God damn it.
Look at this.
Show folks, this right here is what we call a hitchhiking frog. Is
That
that a
is
hitchhike?
beautiful.
That's some good baby.
Wow. Absolutely mating.
That's why they're out here.
2 Cubans?
Yeah.
Is it
2
Cubans?
Cubans mating. Absolutely 2
Cuban
Cubans.
sandwiches.
Cuban tree frogs are considered invasive in Florida, and they're notorious for eating other frogs. They were accidentally brought to Florida in the early 1920s, probably as hitchhikers in cargo containers on ships.
Oh, snake.
Whoa, what is that? What is this snake?
Oh, wow. It's a banded water snake, but it's like fucking red face.
Look at that.
That is absolutely red
Looks
face.
like a copperhead.
Wait,
No,
That's the mangrove snake.
That's a mangrove snake. Absolutely.
Check him out.
Check that out. He is going crazy. Holy crap.
That's about our 5th one tonight too.
Beautiful, beautiful snake.
Yeah, it tastes like deodorant. Ooh, look at this big mambo jamba.
That is the perfect shot right there. She's got to be 3.5 feet.
Wow. That's like the red one we saw at the very beginning. They look like little anacondas. They're awesome. Florida's anaconda.
Yo, look at this thing.
There's a swamp eel. I got a video about them actually. I'll leave a link right up there in the corner. Oh, check this out. Adorable little turtle. Not little, very big turtle, actually. Oh, look at this little champion. Missing a leg and part of his tail.
Go back.
You go get him, buddy. This puts in perspective how much water there is. This boardwalk's normally 2 feet above the water level, and it is flooded over.
It's all flooded. Okay. The hurricane really did some work. Oh, he's right here. Oh, he's drinking the water.
Bet you never seen something as adorable as this.
He's drinking the water. Oh my god, that is the most adorable thing I've ever seen. There's a bunch of manatees right here.
Holy shit.
Wow. And he's gone. Shine the light on him?
Manatee? Wait, there's a manatee?
Oh my god. A fucking American crocodile. Holy shit. My god. Look at that. Look. There's a fucking American crocodile. Oh my gosh. Look at him swim away. Look at him in the water.
He's like 4 or 5 feet.
Oh my god.
I'm not sorry for how much we were geeking out. This is the first time we had seen a wild American crocodile. And he's a little baby. Well, not really a little baby. He's about 4 or 5 years old. Wow. 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 Like,
Holy fuck.
Oh, look. Look, there he is.
wow. My life is made. And he's gone.
Look at him sway, swim away. Just tucks them little feet in.
Dude, look,
Just
there he is,
tucks
there he is.
them.
Look.
Oh my god.
No way. I seen him. I
Oh
saw
my
3
god.
Panama.
At this moment, I was filled with so much adrenaline and love for this animal. I didn't care about anything else. I could have dropped dead. I would have been fine.
Look at that.
I could die. It's raining. It's a tropical depression. We wanted to see American crocodile, and we saw an American crocodile. Well, we saw the snakes on the way down here. It takes 30 minutes to drive down here. Took us an hour and a half. Mangrove water snake, garter snake, finishing it with the American crocodile.
God.
Life has been made. I wish I could do something like other than that.
This thing is so much fun. I'm not any good at it, but it is a lot of fun. No, yet, exactly.
Over the last several years, I've had my fair share of alligator captures. Crazy ones, solo ones, over-the-top, downright massive alligators. I've even been tossed like a rag doll by a few. But for some reason or another, none stick to me like this poor, elusive little 5-footer that no one said I'd be able to catch.
Oh yeah, we got it.
If you know anything about me, I grew up absolutely in love with Steve Irwin. And this capture is really special to me, not because I'm all by myself with a massive alligator, which I would have loved for it to be. The poor little fellow was barely 5 feet. No, it's my favorite because it reminds me of all the great memories I have from the time I was 4 years old when my mom put Crocodile Hunter on for the very first time, and I was hooked, watching Steve Irwin catch crocodiles just like this.
Which was great. Dad bought me this old national video recorder, which I'd jam in a tree, on the mud bank, put it on the front of the boat, on the back of the truck, absolutely everywhere to capture a piece of history.
We're gonna be running into some trouble though. Storm over there, storm over there. Woo! It's gonna be a wet one. And we're getting poured on. Most likely I'm just gonna swing by and check it. If he's in there, it's gonna be a wild little tussle. But we'll find out soon, so. I'm all alone too. Dun dun. Alrighty, here is the lake. We're gonna see if...
Now this pond's in the heart of an RV park. Everything's secluded around it in tough bush.
It does not look like it's down.
Here's the moment of truth.
Oh wow. We might have an alligator in there. There might be a gator in there. Trap door is down.
So this is the first time I've ever used a steel cage to trap an alligator with. And I have no idea if it's 5 feet, 6 feet, 8 feet, because what everyone says is there's a big alligator in here, but there's also a smaller one. So I've basically found a palm frond, broken it in half, taken electrical tape, wrapped it around my phone, and I've shoved my phone into the dirt so I can capture whatever I find inside this trap.
Oh yeah, we got him.
Yes!
We got him all right.
He's a little one, not as big as I was hoping. I'm more excited that there's actually an alligator in here and it worked. Nor the size, don't really care. Thomas built this by hand and I wasn't sure if it was gonna work. He had never gotten an alligator in it. So I'm happy as heck to be the first one.
Thing is, there's a bigger one in here. So I gotta be careful. I'm gonna position you a little bit somewhere else so you can see the magic. Alright everybody, so he's in the trap. It's the little one. Apparently there's a bigger one in here, but it's the little one. So I'm gonna get my lariat here and we're gonna pull him out. You stay right there, please.
The other thing on top of it, pouring down rain, there's a thunderstorm going on, and there could be another big alligator in and around the vicinity, so I gotta be careful. But the bank here is really steep and really slippery. With the wing nuts off the back door, I'm gonna try and position the trap into a little bit of a higher position so that way there's not as much water in there and I can get a good look at the alligator and give me access to his top jaw or his neck so that way we can pull him out of the trap. Inching my way a little bit closer at a time. If I take too much of a step, I'm gonna slip. Grabbing the lariat. I can just see his head in there. Gotta position it around. Come on now. Let's see your head, buddy. I'm letting him walk right through it. The water's just clear enough that I can see him. Go. Oh, got him. Here we go. Yep, he's not happy at all. He's feisty for a little guy. He's going off. Look how hard it is for me to try and pull this alligator up the bank. The rain has made it so slippery I have no traction. Oh, he's so cute. Gosh, I wish he was 8 foot. Oh, he's making little noises.
All right, so we're gonna take a stick. We're gonna pull him up over here. I don't have any electrical tape on me.
It really is a shame people want alligators removed in general, but this one is so little, he could barely eat a dog, maybe a cat if he's lucky.
All right, where can I put you? Right now. All right.
Now we gotta jump him. Watch your toes. Nice and easy.
That's how you do it, ladies and gentlemen.
Except for the part where he's biting down on the lariat. Now what I'm doing here is I'm not hurting it, I'm tapping his head. When you tap the head of an alligator, it kind of like triggers this response where most times they'll open their mouth. But not in this case. He's locked down. He is not giving up that rope. He's like, this is mine. I win. If you're taking me out of my pond, I'm taking your rope with me. So I'm just going to tape him up with the rope in his mouth. Doesn't really affect him at all. Once we let him go, we'll be able to get that rope out of his mouth and he'll be a-okay.
Okay, well, he's going to go the whole way with that rope in his mouth.
Nope, he's got the wiggles. What a tangled mess. This was one fun capture, and it is ultimately my favorite. Like I said, do I wish it was a big giant alligator? Yes, 100%. That would have been exhilarating. But he's a cute little 4.5 footer, and I love him. He's a gorgeous little gator. I've gone on to catch dozens of alligators that dwarf this little gecko, but even catching my largest alligator over 11 feet doesn't match it. I wanted to share something that means a lot to me. This capture sums up for me how things come full circle and how seemingly small things can impact the course of our entire lives. From the 6-year-old watching Animal Planet, fast forward to 20 years later, alone in the rain, phone taped to a tree branch, catching alligators, and hopefully one day it'll be crocs too. This is me pulling a snake out of my pocket on live television. Can you tell I was nervous?
Everybody usually sees, they Google real quick and they're wondering, I saw a snake with an orange ring neck and they don't know what it is. It's got this cool orange belly and they're usually think it's venomous. Now it is venomous. But
take a breath, Benny.
But for us, they just don't bite, so you're okay. But this is the most common snake that everybody usually sees. In their pool and typically on their lanai.
That is amazing.
And then I get bit on the same telecast.
He is biting you. Look, he is biting you.
Join me as we explore into some of my up-close wildlife encounters, from bears to snakes, moose to killer bees, friendly to deadly, slimy, and snappy. These are the animals we encounter on this adventure. I've been shooting YouTube videos on and off for the last 4 to 5 years, and there's so much footage that I've actually never uploaded or even touched since filming it. So that's what Up Close Encounters is all about. I want to take you back in time and show you some of the coolest and even bizarre moments we've ever captured on video. This first one is something I would not recommend. It's walking up to a local celebrity known as Big Red. Woo! Big Red's nothing to mess with. He's killed a man once or twice, or so the stories go. This next one's the largest Burmese python I've ever seen.
Probably the craziest thing that's happened to me my entire life. Sitting here like, Burmese python.
Take a look at this, what? It's a 13-foot Burmese python.
These are the guys we ran into that spotted and got this massive thing. We just helped them get it out the water, but they're credited with this capture. All of this massive muscle of a beast.
What you're gonna see is it's a lot of raw footage. Some of it's out of focus, some of it's blurry, some of it's just us screaming.
Sunday Burmese python. This snake has got to be 13 feet.
Holy fuck, dude.
Oh my god.
Keep your light on the snake. He's disappearing.
Get him, get him.
Get him. There's another snake coming.
Don't get bit. Pull him out.
Give me a light, give me a light, give me a light. Seriously, come on, I'll get the light.
Do you have him?
Yes.
Pull him out, pull him out.
I can't. Help me, help me.
Oh my god.
I need help.
You need help? You need third person?
Yeah.
Coming.
Dude, he's so fucking strong. I'm losing him. We need a light. We need light. No, let's give me help.
So it started going into the bushes. Corey grabs it and it hisses at him. Corey grabs it. I grab it. It gets wrapped around these bushes and it literally pulls. The immense power pulls Corey into the water.
I don't know where his head is. Oh my god. She's right here. Get him. Oh my god. It's a big snake. No. I'm losing him. I'm losing him. Are you filming? I let go.
Did you lose him? He's gone?
Yeah. Oh my god, though. He's still right here.
You see him?
Do you have my rig?
I can't believe it.
So we lose the snake, but perfect timing, this car rolls up with Chris, John, and Dylan inside.
I threw it up over here. On time? That was a fucking 13-foot Burmese.
Yes. Where's my phone?
And John was in the passenger seat. He just rolls his eyes like, yeah, right, this kid's janking my chain. Then I'm like, so I peek over the cattails, and I'm like, no, it's right here. So I go to grab it. Corey sees me grab it, rushes in, and we lift it up, and as it's flapping over the cattails, they just hopped right out of the car and swarmed us. And I even think John grabbed Corey and yanked him up with the snake, and then once we all got around it, Corey went right in for the head like a champion. It was literally perfect.
Giant Burmese python.
Giant Burmese python.
Take a look at this. Absolutely gorgeous.
Ready?
You got him?
Let
me know. You got him?
These guys found him over here. We helped them pull him out of the grass.
We're like, get the bar. What is this guy doing? Why hit the light bar?
Yeah, we're glad you helped us.
Yo, good shit, guys.
Record? You want me to record or no?
It's playing. It should be.
We are allowed to. He has his license. What?
Oh, fuck. Are you fucking serious?
Are you
We're good. You guys are
quick
good.
fact.
Dude,
No, quick fact.
Conditional.
I own it. His uncle has tigers and cats. His uncle has tigers and cats and wolves and everything.
Yeah, down in Homestead.
Down by Cove.
Are you serious?
Yes.
I own half the side.
Florida exotic right
We
here.
have, and we had to what? How many? We had 3 babies.
Trying to get. No, I was saying.
I saw it. I thought you were kidding. I saw it. Like, no, I'm helping.
Yeah. These are the guys we ran into that spotted and got this massive thing. We just helped them get it out the water, but they're credited with this capture. All of this massive muscle of a beast.
This was going to be the storybook scene of the most perfect way to see bears for the first time in the wild, and it was utterly ruined. We were creeping up slowly. You can see the mom and her babies just in the distance, and then just the unbelievable happens. I was absolutely livid. Even watching it now, it pisses me off. There's no need for it. It's absolutely unnecessary. Either they were mad at us and honking at us, or they were honking at the bears to get it off the road. It just gets my blood boiling. Look how scared those little babies are. They shot up the tree. Mama's on high alert, and they would have been perfectly just hanging out right there on the edge, eating the grass. Yes, I understand. Highly dangerous animal. She's a bear with babies, but that doesn't matter. Scared of bears, terrified of bears, hate bears, I don't care what you think. They are awesome animals, and they deserve to be respected. They don't deserve to be scared. And then there's nothing worse than a scared bear, other than a scared mother bear. And it really bummed me out. I took my phone and put it up against these binoculars, and you can see the baby right there. He's about 10 feet in the air. That one was still pretty spooked. He wasn't coming down. The other one was with his mom, and look how high alert she is. She's trying to figure out the situation. Now, she's pretty far down the path, but she's still wary. I had to put my phone up to the binoculars to really get a good look at her. But in case you were wondering, black bears and the mother black bears actually aren't as defensive of their cubs as you might think. Out of 60 killings since 1900s, there's only been 3 of those bears that were mothers protecting their cubs. Typically, it's the grizzlies that will go and attack for their babies. But that doesn't mean go up to black bears. By no means. These are still highly dangerous animals, and you don't want to risk it. So we were keeping our distance. As she's slinking off into the woods, you're about to see a little baby wander into the path. He's adorable. Look how cute he is. Oh my gosh, just a little fluff ball. Let's wait till he's full grown and see if I'm still saying that. He's like, Mom, wait up, where you going? He's torn between, should I stay with my siblings? Go with my mom. What do I do? Now Mama came back, and that's when we decided to leave the area, let them figure things out. They were still stressed out, spooked from that guy in the truck, and I don't blame him. That dude really pissed all of us off. We were not happy about it. We ended up went on a hike. It was a gorgeous day and still one heck of an experience, because man, I love bears, and I can't wait to see more of them. It really makes me angry how the first time ever seeing bears in the wild was ruined. But here's another opportunity that I had of seeing something for the first time in the wild. I'd seen a little one, but never have I seen the epitome of a crocodile in Florida, in the wild, and we saw 4 of them. There's one just sitting over here, right over here by this boat jetty. And we are nervous and excited and on top of the moon. It's like a euphoric feeling. It sounds cheesy, but when you love crocodiles as much as we do, seeing something like this, a living dinosaur, it's truly incredible. And this crocodile is just sitting here with us. He allowed us to come right up to him. The lights were a little bit of a benefit, but he can hear our voices. He knows we're there, and he's just hanging out with us. He knows he's in complete control of this situation. Should he feel threatened, he'll back away. If he wanted to attack, he could, but he's not going to. American crocodiles here in Florida just aren't like Nile crocodiles, saltwater crocodiles. Now in the Central Americas, they do eat and consume people, but here in Florida, they just don't. The alligators here are much more likely to attack humans. These crocodiles are beautiful. The only place in the world where you can find alligators and crocodiles is right here in Florida. Aren't we special? God. And he's just hanging out with us. Look, there's another one. Around the same size, too. Good looking croc. Oh, and another.
Holy crap.
That is, I say 8 feet, not 9.
This next one, I think's the same one from earlier. She's hanging out in this little boat jetty. Crocodiles are easily the most interesting, coolest animals that are on the face of the planet. They've survived 2 ice ages, which is just incredible. They've outlived dinosaurs. They ate dinosaurs, and they still live here. How lucky are we? How truly honorable it is to be able to live in a time side by side with the greatest predatory animal on the entire planet. Ha! So cool. And they're so gorgeous. And they are dinosaurs. Look at them. Look at the ridges on those back. Those osteoderms, those are bony plates. They actually use that like solar panels. That warms up the blood because crocodiles and alligators are ectothermic, which means they can't control their body temperature like we humans can. We are mammals. We can control that. Reptiles like crocs, snakes, alligators, turtles, they can't control that. So they have to bask and rely on the sun and the temperature around them to heat up their blood so they can have daily functions like swimming, finding prey, digesting food, and overall moving. Absolutely prehistoric animals. God, I love them. I just cannot get enough of watching these crocodiles. I could sit here for hours, and we did. We literally sat with each crocodile we found for easily 30 minutes. But she's had enough of us, and she's heading out. So we'll head on to the next incredible encounter. I love amphibians, and this slimy little creature jumping straight out of a Lovecraft book is an infuma, specifically the two-toed infuma, growing up to 3 feet long, not only the largest salamander in the state of Florida, but one of the largest salamanders in the world. These slimy noodles are often confused with eels, and the term mud eel comes to mind. But they're not eels. Eels are fish, and infumas are amphibians. They have limbs, not fins. You can see his adorable little limbs there, seemingly useless by appearance. Now, infumas are highly secretive. I've only ever seen 4 in my entire life. This is another one we found in a ditch during a rainstorm. They come out at night hunting little insects, worms, crayfish, and even take down small fish. Trying to catch these little guys is almost impossible. It's like a slippery little bar of soap. As soon as you got it, it goes right out of your hand.
They have this mucus on them that they secrete. Makes them really slippery. Protects their skin. Look at them. Just let them move through my hands. It's probably out here hunting for stuff. Super cool. So he's out here probably looking for some worms.
Now, we're gonna let him go so he can go and hunt and spend the rest of his day doing his business. And then now, I wanna show you the counterpart. I wanna show you what they always get confused with. My first time ever seeing some freshwater eels.
So this is what we're trying to catch, right there. That guy. All right. Oh, he looks pretty as... No! Son of a... Oh, dude!
Where'd he go? He was right here. He was still here.
I had him. Damn it, man. They're so slippery.
All right, so I'm gonna try and catch this big one. See what happens.
They're so fast.
I honestly didn't know his head was over here.
Son of a gun!
Look at this one swimming. Check that out. That's cool as hell. Look at him go. Hell yeah. I'm gonna try and get him on land if he comes. Oh, there's another one. Check that one out.
He's big though, right?
Yeah, he's just out of my reach, dude.
Hey!
Got one. Check that out. That is so cool. Oh yeah. That's basically what we were going after. Freshwater eel. Absolutely know nothing about them other than the fact that they're cool. We wanted to catch one. Get my hands wet again because he got this mucus on him that I don't want him to lose. Well, cool. We caught one. We're gonna try and catch some more. I'm gonna let him go. You ready? Corey, there's one right there.
Oh.
Ready?
Yeah.
Awesome. You wanna try and catch him?
Sure.
Snakes. I love them. And there's one species that I have more run-ins than any other snake species out there. The banded water snake. And every single time I catch one, I'm chomped on. They bite and they got really good teeth. They always come packed with a stock of attitude. Which is why this time is very unique situation and why it is made into my collection of up-close encounters. Because this one broke every single law that the banded water snakes live by.
I can't believe you're a wild snake.
Not a single ounce of aggression about him. Just hanging out.
Just chill, like she's known us this whole time.
Just hanging out, you know, with the buds.
Just like a little anaconda, dude. This is nuts. Just kidding, it's a water moccasin.
Oh, you got me locked in, don't you?
Hi.
The most gentle and gorgeous snake that I've ever had an experience with, and we let her go and she can live on the rest of her days catching fish and frogs, just like a snake should. Talk about out of the fire into the frying pan. This was supposed to be a removal of some bees. They ended up being killer bees, and they were not happy. I was drilling into this wall to try and extract them, and they got right into my suit. Whoo, this sucked.
So I don't know if you can see them. There are probably 200 bees just swirling around me. So we're at the New Port Richey City Hall, and just normal routine thing.
What makes me think they're African is the aggression level. I've removed hundreds of bees, and this has never been a situation like this. They're just coming for blood, and they shut down the whole main street, and people were getting stung, and they just didn't understand that they can't walk around here. There's bees everywhere.
So, me trying to get these killer bees out ended up being a lot more than I thought. So there were a bunch of bees inside a these hollow columns, and I started drilling them, and they're African bees, and there's about 100 million of them. And I know people exaggerate, oh, there was 1 million of them. When I tell you there was easily 10 million just at the start, now they're everywhere. I mean, you can see them everywhere, flying around. And they are way the nest is up here. I'm easily 50 feet away, and they're just all over me. And I got stung in the face, in the eye, and the neck through my suit. They somehow got in here. I don't know how. But hey, I might end up on the news for setting New Port Richey on fire with bees. So.
I kid you not, we removed 4 separate hives from that building that day. Check this out, me trying to approach a moose. Real smart, right? Everyone thought I was a lunatic. Everyone kept telling me that moose is gonna kill you, that moose is gonna run you down and stomp you out. Well, because, you know, something's wrong with me in the head, I had to figure it out and prove this for myself. Check him out. He's a baby bull, maybe about 1 or 2 years old, and he's checking me out. But he didn't seem too worried. His ears flicked back a little bit, but I was kind of, you know, okay with this pole being right here. And I wanted to test my limits. I wanted to see just how close I could get. And he doesn't really seem too much to care about me. Someone driving by screamed at me, calling me an idiot, which they're probably right. But look, see, he doesn't care about me. And I hear rumors of people even feeding moose, which is a terrible idea. But they're not all evil. They're not all mad. Not animals are out to get you. You gotta respect him. Because what he could do with those feet pound you into the ground till you're the size of a pancake. He didn't like me dipping behind this bush. He thought, you know, in my mind he was thinking, what are you doing? Why are you trying to be sneaky? I don't like that. I like when I can see you. But then once he kind of sniffed it out, he was okay with it, and he started moving along the tree line again. It was pretty cool. This is my first moose ever in Alaska, and I, well, decided to walk right up to him.
What?
With my girlfriend kind of freaking out that, you know, how close I am to this moose, I decided, you know what, I got my experience. I proved him wrong. Well, at least for now. Who knows? Maybe I'll run across that moose one day that ain't too kind with video cameras. Thanks for sharing the experience, moose. I'll see you later. Now, let's check out these little venomous pit vipers. The smallest rattlesnake in the world, the pygmy rattlesnake. Woo! Check out that little tail flicking. he's a little agitated. This was actually the very first time that myself, Daniel, and Corey had ever seen pygmy rattlesnakes in the wild. Check out this one. Look how cool he is with that orange on the top of his head. Woo! Check that little lure going. See the difference in the color of the tip of his tail and the rest of his body. The rest of his body is built perfect for camouflaging, but that bright little pinkish orange thing, that's called a corridor lure. What that thing's designed to do is basically lure in his prey right to him. It's like Uber for snakes, any lizards, small rodents, and maybe even frogs and toads. What they see is they see that thing wiggling and it looks just like an appetizing little worm, so they're moving in thinking they're gonna get something to eat. They're dinner. And as soon as they get within reach, whack, he injects that hemotoxic venom right into their body, and they're done with a few minutes. Highly toxic to smaller little animals that they're going to be preying on. To us humans, it's not a fun bite. It's going to knock you around a little bit. My cousin was actually bit right on the foot, but it's very rarely do you end up dying from it. The only time you're really getting questioned with their venom are small children and small pets. We ended up finding like 6 different snakes in total, and they were all in their own little different environments. This one was in a real sandy trail, and there were several other ones that were in this dense leaf litter like this one. Look how dark his colors are compared to the last one. I can't get enough of how incredibly cool these little snakes are. Just look how gorgeous that is. My favorite is the one with that orange pattern. And this one right here going with his little tail, doing that slight flick. It's just so interesting to me. That's why I can't wait till in a couple months from now, we're gonna have a full-scale video focused just on these gorgeous little guys. Now check out this awesome snapping turtle that we thought was dead. So we're walking through this little river area, and we found I saw the turtle. He saw something different.
Yeah.
It's a dead dog. I'm not gonna show it at all, but
The little guy.
I'm a little guy. He's just kind of sad. But there's a massive turtle over here. I'm gonna try and show you guys. I mean, he's huge. Look how big he is.
He is massive. Fast.
Yeah. Oh, it's dead.
Damn it.
Damn. So here. Whoa, no, he's not. Holy mackerel. He was asleep. Whoa. Check him out. He's a massive turtle. Holy crap. Look how big he is. Wow. You're really old, aren't you, fella? Wow. Whoa. Woo! Holy mackerel. Oh. Is he heavy?
Yeah.
Whoa, he almost got me.
Now these guys have really, really long necks, so it is gonna be pretty difficult. So the best way to grab them is from behind and never by the tail.
Tail's connected to their spine, so when you move a turtle, try not to grab it by the tail. Well, don't grab it by the tail, and because it can really give them spinal damage.
Really shocking ones.
Dude, look at the size of them compared to you. Wow. That is a massive turtle.
The thing is, this guy is massive. Prehistoric. Take a look at that tail. Woo! These guys are known to actually get up to 60 pounds.
Look at these claws. I want you to see these claws real quick. Look at those. Look at that. Dinosaur. Look at these nuggets of just scoots. He is old, man. He has been around for a while. Woo!
I don't know what it means, but there's a smile upon your face, and I see something shimmering in your eyes. And they say if you want to glimpse the future, you need space. And you said you'll put down your morning guns. Would you follow me to wonders? Take my
as I say, not as I do. That's a phrase I've heard thrown around a few times, and I'm really liking it. Whether intentional or accidental, I often find myself in certain dangerous and weird situations. I believe I have a good understanding of what I can and cannot get away with, and it kind of comes with the job when you're working with alligators every day. I've had a wonderful time showcasing my up-close encounters with you, some of them dangerous, most of them harmless, and a few really bizarre ones I couldn't wait to share with you. And we'll do more of these in the future, so please stick around. Let me know if you like these kind of videos. Make sure you subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Swimming pools, backyards, sewers, and even from boats. On today's episode, we're gonna dive head first into some of my more fun, ridiculous, and wild captures. Catching alligators can be risky business. Over the last couple years as a state alligator trapper, I've ran into some rather interesting situations, and I've had the luxury of capturing a few really fun ones on video. To start out, check out this little montage. I know what you're thinking, why is this alligator wrapped up like a burrito? Well, as you can see, this alligator is somewhere between 8 and 9 feet, and we have to load him into my little Jeep over there. And this was probably the first time we'd ever done this, and I didn't want any blown out windows, and he was spunky. So we kind of loaded him up in this taco burrito styled tarp for the drive to Tampa. Looking back now, it's pretty funny, but good memories. Emergency alligators. This one right here was hit by a car in the road. Now, what we call e-gators, I know, very creative, are usually alligators that come in all shapes and sizes, and sometimes they're in roads, but a lot of times they're alligators in pools and backyards, like this one who found himself an uninvited guest in the middle of a barbecue. Now, he's just a little guy, but he just kept spinning and spinning, rolling up more of my rope, and that was my concern. It's extremely difficult to suffocate an alligator, probably not even possible to an extent, but I was just concerned. He was so little, he had wrapped up so much rope, but you could tell he had no interest in leaving. He smelled the food, he wanted a piece of it, and in his mind, he was invited. I finished taping his mouth shut, got the rope out from around his neck, and then I put him in the car, and he was under the 4-foot mark. So luckily, I was able to take him, relocate him far away, so that way he'd be no more barbecues for this young man. But the most common of them are these little guys winding up in pools. Alligators can walk miles to find water, and with human encroachment and alligators having to spread and find new territories, they find themselves enjoying the pristine waters of a nearby swimming pool.
Got him.
What a wake-up call this one was. This is 5 a.m. in the morning. Phone call rings. Cora and I will both wake up to it. This 5 to 6 foot alligator had wandered into a country club swimming pool. And man, he thought he hit the jackpot. This crystal clear water. There's a maintenance crew that takes care of it for him. The only problem was they didn't like the fact that they had an alligator in their swimming pool. This thing is huge, and it was designed for sports swimming, not for alligators. So he had to come out, and he was not happy about it. Yuck. This pool hasn't been maintained in years, and there's a little alligator in here that is going to be proven difficult to find. Now, the homeowner has given me his word that the alligator is still in there, and he saw him that morning, because there's no going in this thing. I'd sooner swim around in the lakes than fall in this cesspool, so I'm trying to feel around with my fishing pole, even try to scare him out a little bit. I snagged something. but it's just garbage. Who knows what's piled up in this thing? Kind of wandered around, waited a little bit. I even started calling him. And then in the corner of my eye, bingo, pops up his little head. And he's little. You can just see him just on the tip of my fishing pole. And I gently set the hook. He's thrashing around, and I cannot lose him. If he pops off this hook, I will be going into that water after him, because then the jig will be up. He'll know I'm trying to catch him, but luckily I'm able to get him right on land, grab his little head. Isn't he just the little cutest alligator you ever saw? Here's another cute one for you. I absolutely love swimming after these little guys and catching them in swimming pools. Now, the state law actually allows me to release any alligator under 4 feet back into the wild. But for the bigger ones, unfortunately, they either get killed or have to be taken to a licensed facility like zoos or private owners, which is the exact case of this very grumpy alligator that I have to re-catch, load him from one truck to my Jeep for an hour ride to a wildlife park in Tampa. And he wanted absolutely nothing to do with it. And well, I don't really blame him. I'd act just as angry if someone pulled me out of the bed in the morning.
Alright, sorry, buddy.
Told you he's grumpy.
And I'm thinking, I've tired him out enough. Ha! Yeah, right. Watch this.
Oh, I know. You still got loads of energy, don't you?
Let's try that in slow-mo, shall we? I will never not get a laugh out of watching that. I tried a couple different ways to load him up. He just wasn't cooperating, but I finally got him loaded up into the Jeep, sent him to his new home.
I know.
What a feisty gator.
I know. I'm really sorry. Just calm down. Okay. That's one down.
This next one is an alligator that had been being fed by people, and my nephew was with me. It was supposed to be a nice, easy 3-footer that ended up being a 6-footer in a storm drain, and he whooped my butt.
Alright, so I know this alligator was like 3 foot. It's not 3 feet. So 5.5, 6 feet.
You got him?
Nothing like in a tunnel with an alligator. Alrighty, round 2. I don't know where my hat went.
Oh my god, that is a huge spider.
I didn't know where my hat went. Oh no, did I lose it?
I think you're sitting on it. I'm pretty sure you did.
No, I went that way. Now I lost my headlamp.
Oh yeah, you're hitting us.
Everything's from the alligator. Alright. Well, that was fun. I thought it was sweet. It's not really that. Let me preface, it's not really that big, but bigger than what I thought it was. Ooh. Oh shit. Alright, I'm gonna come out. You back up and I'm gonna come out of this hole.
I know. Get out.
Shine a light on it? Oh, so this was supposed to be. The permit said 3 feet, 4 feet. A little bit bigger.
Alligators and culvert pipes go hand in hand. It's like they're secret little highways that they can navigate through our city landscapes without being seen. This next one was actually under a driveway, and you wouldn't believe how we had to get to it.
Yes.
This culvert pipe was completely covered in water, and the boys and I basically took buckets and bailed it out till I had enough room to actually breathe.
Welcome back to another episode of Benny Foss's Adventures. Right now, he's in his midlife crisis, so coming back from it with a 5-foot alligator.
Sorry about your light.
It's
Here.
Come on out, Bumblefoot. Keep going. Keep backing up.
That's impressive. Good job. Fuck yeah.
That was fun. Whoa, look at your eyes. Dude, look at his eyes.
Wow.
That's gnarly.
I got him.
He's a nice river alligator.
Yeah, he's really, really lean.
Alright, who's got tape?
No one.
No one. Of course.
This next one is one for the storybooks. This is the tale of El Chapo. This is what you call a stung alligator. I worked so hard for this alligator, and I didn't name him El Chapo. We actually got that name from one of the locals, and I couldn't catch this alligator if my life depended on it.
This is gonna be a tough one. I snagged him. He took me off in the weeds over here. I'm all by myself. There he is. Maybe you can see him. Right in the middle of that circle right there. Bat it on. We're gonna let him see how close he gets in. We'll go ahead and try and snag him. You know what's funny? It didn't dawn on me till just now. I met this guy here. He's a pretty cool dude. He loves this alligator, but he named it El Chapo. Well, not as hard to catch as El Chapo was. That's for damn sure. He's only a little 4-footer, you know. He's gonna grow up and be like, you know what? I beat Benny Foster's ass when I was only a little guy. Can't have that going around now. Dude, I never had an alligator get off 3 times. He's a clever one. He's really clever. Damn it.
I stomped through brush to get to the other side to try and get a better angle. I even chased him through the water, trying to get through waist deep of lily pads. Nothing worked. This alligator had been fed. He would come up right to the locals, but as soon as I got there, whew, gone.
Deep. I've been trying to find this alligator for 3 or 4 weeks now.
And this is when we had a break in the case. This was the weirdest experience of my entire life. Daniel, Corey, and I were sitting out there watching him go back and forth. Corey's trying to calm a little bit. And we watched this guy come out. There's something in his hand that looks like food. And he starts whistling like... And he does this for like 4 or 5 minutes. And he doesn't see anything. He's scanning the lake and he goes back inside. And then Daniel, for whatever reason, gives me a dandelion. And I make a joke, and I blow the dandelion out. And I'm like, I want to catch this alligator. That's my wish, right? But then we go up onto this dock, and I just start whistling as loud as I can. Like a dog. And he starts popping up. And you don't have to believe me if you don't want to. Daniel will say it's the dandelion. I'm swore believer that it was this whistle. And this whistle must have called this alligator in every time this guy would want to feed him. And he came right in at us. This alligator I couldn't pay to get close to me. As soon as I started whistling, just made a beeline for us. And I was able to cast and snag him. And it was literally bizarre. That's the only reason. I have no good footage of catching this alligator, but the fact that I whistled an alligator over and caught it will forever be the weirdest event I've ever experienced.
After 5 months of nonstop bullcrap, literally all it took was us to see a guy whistling, and we started whistling, and the gator came across from the lake. It was the dandelion?
Because he gave me a dandelion, I was like, I wish to catch every alligator on my permit.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, we're not even kidding. Best thing is I got that on video.
What?
This whole fucking conversation. El Chapo.
I believe in dandelions.
You've been trying to catch him since July, and it's December.
He's been 3 permits.
He's like 5 foot. And he came from all the way to the other side of the lake once he heard us whistling and another guy whistling.
Imagine catching an alligator with a whistle. Dude, once that guy did that, I was like, all right.
And I saw him coming over. I was like, no fucking way.
This alligator was in a retention pond that was like a concrete dungeon. 3 feet high of concrete from the water level, and then 6 feet of fence after that. I had to hop in, and I couldn't find him. I had scared him out of this tunnel, and I'm walking around, and I stepped on something. Didn't move. Couldn't have been an alligator. An alligator would have blown up out of there. So I'm walking around again, going up and down this retention pond. It's kind of like a really long rectangle. And then I play the collar, and I see these bubbles right where I stepped on something. Weird. So I go back over there and kind of plop around, and boom, I step on something again. Reach my hands down there, and whoa! Alligator head. Didn't bite me. That's weird.
How'd you get in?
So I kind of inch my fingers along back towards his neck, and I pull him up in the water. And that's exactly where this video started out, of me taping his mouth shut. Now that I've got the alligator, I'm trying to figure out how to get back out, because I can't hop the fence with an alligator. So I figure, okay, I'll put this noose around him, so that way if I have to let him go, I still got him. He doesn't get away with a taped mouth, which is catastrophic for an alligator. So put this noose around him, get it on tight, and we're gonna try and figure out how to get him out of here.
Yeah, what's up? I gotta stop filming.
Yeah, absolutely.
And just pull it as tight as you can.
Okay.
So it's no more slack. You're gonna take a lot. Oh, you got my leg.
Tell me when to pull.
Alright, go ahead. And just pull it, pull it. Pull it? Yep. And hold it there.
There you go. Yeah, they'll fit through there.
Okay, got him.
Nice. His mouth's taped up anyway.
Yeah, you guys rock. Thank you.
Dude, no problem. Glad we pulled up at the right time.
Yeah.
Calm before the storm. This has got to be the wildest alligator capture I've ever had to date. As soon as he gets the noose on, she goes off. It's like a bucking bronco, a rockin' roller coaster, whatever you want to compare it to. It was a wild ride. She damn near ends up in the boat numerous times, almost leaps onto our laps. This boat is bouncing around like a buoy in the ocean. If this boat flips, we are in a world of hurt. Landing on the gator is one worry. The other worry is Corey never really learned to swim, and I promised him I wouldn't let this boat flip, and this alligator was trying to make a liar out of me. The whole ordeal took maybe 10 minutes, but it felt like hours. I'm trying to hold on while Corey paddles us to shore as quick as he can. We reached the bank, and thank God. We didn't flip the boat, we didn't get bit, and we got the alligator. Woo! Sorry, Corey, thank you. 3 lost hooks, 2 break-offs, and a brand new fishing pole snaps in half with a whole live audience behind us. The entire retirement facility is watching on as it all goes down. Daniel and I hooked up with this 10-foot alligator, but the noose is not in the correct place, which means I have to get it over its eyes, round the jowls, before it breaks off or gets away, which is a very dangerous situation. Look at the alligator compared to me. I'm only about 5'8". This is about a 10-foot, 4-inch alligator. Woo, he's pretty too. So I have to get on top of him and try to see that rope right there. I'm trying to get it right past his eyes, otherwise he could flick it off and we'll lose him. Now this alligator was being fed by this retirement facility. Not the workers, but there are some people there that were feeding this alligator, which creates a really bad situation. If there's anything you can learn from the videos that you watch here, please stop feeding alligators. You're killing them. Alligators over 4 feet have to either be euthanized or put into a facility, and it's very hard to find facilities that want alligators, so please stop feeding them. Don't just call them in when you see alligators hanging on the bank. It's what they do naturally. They hang out on the bank because they're ectothermic, they're heating up in the sun. It is crucial to their survival that they have places where they can climb up on land and bask in the sun. Now that I got the noose on properly, we got to get him up over this bank. There's a little bit of a lip. And so I got to maneuver this alligator, get the rope out from under him. That way we can pull him up because he's strong. He is like a nugget.
Aww.
I want to try and get him facing our way. All you can see is missing that front leg. Ooh, watch it, Benny. You're in a tight position right here. Oh, easy. Yeah, see, I back up because I've noticed I'm in a compromised position. At any moment, he could have really grabbed me. He could have thrown me. He's strong as.
Oh, so cute.
The problem is he weighs so much. We're trying to get him up over this lip.
She was big. She didn't look so big in the water.
Now watch this. Watch how wide this mouth opens. He's about to show it off. He's like, yeah. Put something in there, I'll chomp it to bits. Woo, I hate to put my hand in there. Oh, he's biting the grass. Come on, bud, come on. Get up over here. Look, I'm trying to get a top jaw rope a little bit over him to give me a little bit more leverage over him. I hate pulling on their neck. He's got the teeth that I can get away with putting the rope around his teeth. Come on. Oh, yeah, come on. Come on, pull, Daniel. A little bit closer. We're so close. He weighs so much. Ooh. Spin, yeah, that helps us. All right, Daniel, push. Come on, boys. What a beautiful alligator. What a unit. Woo! We were able to get him. Gonna push those jaws together, get the tape secured. If you'd like to watch the full video, I'll put a link up top right in that corner and you can watch the full video. Whew, what a beautiful alligator. In the water, chest high, at night, with a big 9-foot alligator that has swam under 2 docks, crisscrossing the line, and in order to keep it from snapping, I've had no choice but to swim under both docks to untangle them. How the line hasn't snapped yet is beyond me. It's imperative that I also get the lake weeds off the line. Any extra weight or release in slack could pop it, and I'm far from alone. Several other alligators are all around us, hanging in the shadows, just watching us.
Benny, be careful, because there's one right there.
Where?
There's like...
Those aren't gators.
That's a gator right there, Benny. We caught an 11-footer on 100-pound braid.
I have no idea. He could be right in front of me. Oh yeah, he's right in front of me. See all those swirls?
The ladder right here. If you gotta climb up.
Yep.
Okay.
There he is.
Right there. Alright, Daniel, open it a little bit.
Open it?
Open it a little bit.
I wasn't too confident in our top jaw rope. A lot of times, some of these alligators don't have big enough teeth to hold it, which is why we normally go with the noose around it.
We might be able to.
Ready?
I need more. I need that slack.
Don't use your fucking hand.
I reach for the rope because I really want to know just how secure this top jaw is.
Let's see what happens. Can someone has my pole?
Yeah.
I got it. All right.
You want me to take the pole off?
Ooh, I love a good jaw pop.
Okay.
You want me to tape him?
No, I want you to pull.
The rope. Okay. Everybody? Take the pole off completely.
Oh, he weighed so much more than I thought.
Ready?
Yep. Now close that.
Ready?
You might have to get in the water with the snail.
We can't quite get him up onto the dock. He's just way too heavy. So here I go, back into the water again. What I'm gonna try to do is push him up over to the dock, and that way we can pull him up and we'll be able to jump on him. Woo! And we got him. I am tired. Dead tired.
Daniel, do me a favor. Move, let it. Alright. No. Hey. Lariat. I'm gonna slightly open his jaws. Take your lariat out.
Whoa, Benny. Stop.
Definitely sketchy stuff being in a lake full of alligators at night up to your chest in water. If you like that episode, you want to watch the whole thing, I'll leave another link up top. That's part of my Living with Alligators series. I'd love for you to go and check it out. This next one is the biggest alligator I've ever caught. 11'5". Here we come.
Ooh. That's 10. Big
like alligator.
That's like 11 foot. That's 11-foot alligator. Watch your foot.
Oh, took a chunk out of the dock.
God, dude.
Alright,
he's 11 foot.
In case Daniel hasn't told you enough, he's 11 foot.
That's an 11-foot alligator.
I think we're all in a little bit of a shock. It's the biggest alligator we've ever caught.
That is a huge alligator.
You take the PVC pipe off and then slide it down his neck.
See how the rope isn't completely around his neck? It's right behind his ears. That's not going to work. He could be able to slip out if he goes at the wrong angle. So Corey's going to take the PVC pipe. I'm going to loosen the slack a little bit, and we're going to slide that rope further down around his neck, around those jowls. The jowls are the muscle part that basically allow him to crunch his jaws down that produce the 3,000 pounds per square inch. Watch your hand, Corey. Ooh. See, he could slip back and we would lose him. Luckily, we didn't. Mouth open. He's ready. Put your hand in there. You'll see how bad it hurts.
Right.
Watch this. See how close I am to the end of the dock? Look where my feet placement is.
This is a lot bigger than I thought he was.
Okay, so
Here, get down here.
Watch this.
that's like the size of the skull you have. Benny! Get out! Benny! Get out of the Hey, Bessie. Hey, Benny, guess what? Hey, Benny, say hi. Hey, Betty, say hi.
Hi.
I recorded that. You just fell in the water with an 11-foot alligator.
This alligator is way too big to even think about dragging up onto the dock. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna drag and basically walking our dog, walking our big scaly 11-foot dog down to the bank.
If he's not 11, I'm going 10'8".
The only problem is he keeps getting himself stuck on the pylons that hold up the dock. So I'm using the PVC to kind of push him around him.
He's a huge alligator.
All right, round one.
Take more rope. Take more rope. Let's go.
Go, go, go.
Boop, and we snagged another pylon. Out comes the PVC.
This is a huge alligator. I'm going 10'8". He's long.
Enough of this nonsense. Corey, hop in.
Go, boys.
And into the water we go. It made it so much easier trying to navigate around the poles on the dock. Now, this way we can just drag him fluidly right to the little boat ramp over here. 2 a.m. in the morning, might I add. Oh, he's spinning again.
Holy Jesus Christ.
Watch his jaw on the concrete.
There's a lip on the concrete. I didn't want his bottom jaw to catch that. We could have broken it.
Really slippery. Okay.
Oh, he weighs so much. These big alligators just take up so much weight. If you put an 8-foot alligator, they're small and lean, but once they get into that 10-foot, they just put on the girth. Woo! And that is a night I'll never forget. To this day, that still is the longest alligator I've ever caught. 11 foot, 5 inches. If you like that video, you want to see the whole thing, you can click in that link in the top right corner, and you can watch the entire video. With that, that brings us to the final wild capture that I have for you today. I'm sure there'll be plenty down the line, but as for this video, it's already stretched on a little long, and we're going to end it here. So please, thank you. If you like these videos, make sure you let me know, hit like and comment so I can figure out what everyone likes watching as well. It really helps me push out my channel across the YouTube. Other than that, thank you all so much for watching. If you got to this point, then you are a real champion. Thank you, and I'll see you later.